or since you guys last saw me, I did a lot of programming. Actually, I need to maybe relink a couple of the programming stuff I did. But we want to fix it up and make this a lot better by just putting like applying actually good assets or just making our own assets that are our own and doing stuff like that. So with that said, let's jump into making some assets, which I guess you guys did see that in the beginning. Right now I'm trying to make a good, like my own, what do you call it? Whatchamacallit? My own, I guess buttons. Yes, buttons. We want buttons. So we're gonna have exit button and stuff like that. I'm kind of trying to think of like what do I want for the color of my buttons. I'm trying to think because I don't want everything to be red. I feel like I'm making everything red. It's like red's not even my favorite color, but it's like that's just what I seem to be resulting to for like everything. I'm kind of wondering if I make it like a green color. No, what's the tones of my game? The characters are gonna be red. That's like their base color. It's just think of my omega symbol. Red, white. I feel like I almost should make the whole world grayscaled in a way. No, that's not quite what we want. I feel like that would just be weird if we made it like that. Trying to think. I guess I gotta look at palettes or something like that. Like so this is the character. I probably should find some like colors that match. So no, that's not the red color. Wait. That's the red color of my character. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in from each set color. And I just realized that I don't know what each set color is unless I just do that. I wonder if I should like do like a drippy kind of thing. Like an animation sort of thing. I'm trying to think. I could make a very animated menu because half the battle's making a menu, right? If you make a really good menu, everyone wants to play your game right now. You need to have an actual game to go with it. I'm thinking my game though. I'm thinking I make it more pale tones. Like, I'm trying to think. If my character is walking on the ground, what's the color of the ground that they're walking on? I don't want to make it dark. I feel like the darker the color, the blander it might be. If my character is walking on what color? I need to think of color schemes. Just plain color schemes. You know how hard color schemes is? I love the color scheme of what do you call it? This. But I really don't know what that color scheme would be. Well, there's the color of the grass. That's like, I don't know. 72, 152, 72. Wait, really? That's the color scheme of that? 72, 152, 72. I actually wonder what's the colors of these? 160 something. This is 43, 175, 43. Yeah, these are all like way different color schemes. Because it's supposed to be a world that's corrupted, but what's the colors of the corruption? I think the colors of the corruption within the world should be something along the lines of, like, I don't know. So if you have like a character that's like that, I don't know, a tree. But then you like have a couple of colors in there. What kind of colors are we looking at? What's the color differentiation of, it looks like the ground is lighter than trees, which are darker. But then I want trees to have a lighter color in them. So maybe I make the ground like this light color. And then I make the trees this darker color mixed with a little bit of lighter color. and possibly like this color. Ooh, okay, that's not a too bad mix of coloring for trees at least. And I want to set like a 3-color gradient maybe? I'm trying to think. How many color oh, there's a lot of color gradients. I just realized how many color gradients there are in this asset pack. For this is Link to the Past right here. Like their assets, and I'm trying to like just like compare how like just color theory. Look at how many earthy tones there are in this. That's a lot of earthy tones. Is there earthy tones over here? Not really. Not too many earthy tones over here. I almost need to think about like, no, it sucks when color just looks awful by itself. It's like the gradient of the color that makes it good. How big do they make their... I love the sizing too of this game. Sizing just looks a lot better. The sizing of this is... this size... or where's a more of a actual cliff face? Where are the cliffs? Is there no cliffs in this game? Should be. Guess they kind of use that as their cliff. It looks like they're operating everything on a scale of 8. That's 8. Wow. That's 32 by 40. So, interesting. Yeah. It seems like everything's on the sections of 8. Like an 8 by 8. What? Interesting. 8 by 8. Because I'm thinking that this is the section of like how big a tree should be. That's 48 by... wait, that's only 48. No, that's 64 by 64. That 64 by 64 is the framing that I would like it to be. So how in the world would I want to make it that framing? Or I just work on only these sides. I should just like do this where I'm gonna do like a few gradients. It's kind of like a slate look. Yeah, let's almost do that. Oh crap, I can't find the color. That's that color. That's that color. That's this color. Then finally we got this color, which this color we're going to put right there. I'm liking that. That's pretty good. That looks pretty good. I think we can make that our sign. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna Control S, save that as sign outline or button. Or maybe gray button, gray button 01.png. I'm going to create myself a whole asset pack. So we're going to let's do this. Soul, or the game name for this is going to be something like Soul Pack. I'm just going to call it Soul Pack. Let's just call it Soul Pack. I'm going to save that. I'm actually tempted to Control C, create a new frame. New frame. We're gonna, actually I think it duplicated the frame for us anyways. Okay. We're gonna take this frame and I want this to be adjustment by brightness. I want it to be maybe negative 10. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Should I be like, actually, 10? I should make it 20. So it goes from here to then. So we do like a highlight kind of thing. Brightness contrast. This will be negative 20. Kind of need to arrange these around though. Kind of don't know if I wanted that to be. All right, Control C, Control V, Control C, Control V, and then finally Control C, Control V, and then we're gonna delete these frames. Delete frame. Okay. So it starts dark, lighter, lightest. Okay, so we have that whole thing. We're gonna save as. Oh gosh. I need like this whole chunk to save. Save as? Is that gonna save? Maybe I just save as button. Gray button 01. Yes, overwrite. In 3 files. Yes, I'm agreeing to save that for that. All right, we got ourselves a button. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our graphics section, which we organize so neatly. Oh wait, no, we need to do something before that. We need to put down some or open all these buttons up. So let's go to documents, Omega projects, Soul Pack. We need to open up all these things. We're gonna open up 3 buttons. And we gotta put these buttons across, you know. Boom, boom, boom. So we're gonna have button 1, button 2, button 3. All right, so let's pick ourselves start or let's do exit first because I think exit's pretty easy. I like Comic Sans. That's actually the font I use in like most of my stuff. If anybody wanted to pick that up and realize what I do. But here, I don't know. What are we actually going to be doing? Oh gosh. This is going to be so hard. Because that font is not liking that. Gosh, that's hard. That's really hard. That doesn't work at all. Oh gosh. What font do we want with this thing then? At this size, I guess it doesn't really have a font that I could do. I wonder if we need to make our object bigger. Kind of like the look of it, but I like the look of it, but it's just too small. Do we need to upscale this? Do we need to upscale our buttons to like, I don't know, like something bigger? Maybe we do. How in the world do we upscale this? File export, resize. I want to resize it to, can I resize it to 1,000? I think that'd be too big though. Might as well try. Visible layers, blah, blah, blah. .gif. I'm kind of wondering, can I just open that in here? Open with GIMP. All right, let's see what the sizing of this is now. Much better. Can I like bolden it? And then let's match this to the actual sizing of this. Yeah, like look at that. Now that's where we like it. That looks good. I like that look. Might drive somebody insane though if it's not centered. Yeah, how do you center this thing? I don't know how to center. This is a 0 by 660 or 630, so it's gonna be like around 315. See right there is the center. You know what? I think we're just gonna save as that. All right, file, export as PNG. I think we're gonna overwrite this probably. Yeah, replace, export. Need this to be on the top so I can then. All right, file, export as o2.png. Oh wait, I don't. I just realized I want this to actually be exit button to.png. File, exit button 1.png, and then finally exit button 3.png. Booyah. All right. We have ourselves our official exit button. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. And we can use the same thing to just edit any and all text. Oh. Here, let me export this again. File, export as. I need to refresh my page. Export animation 3 files. Oh wait, no, I do want to do it. File. Export. Export. File. Gosh, I'm having the hardest time just doing it, the simplest of things. Alleyway Gamer, yo, Mega, been a minute. What's up there, man? To be honest, do not recognize you off the top of my head. Okay, wait, I want to save as. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to replace it? Yes. Agree. Boom. Okay, that saves it how I want it to save. All right, I got my thing done. How long have you been working on this game? 3 days. 4 days? 3 days? I kind of got the project open Sunday, I believe. And so far we have this, and I broke a couple of the links, so I don't have player movement right now shown. I'm gonna fix a couple of my things here though. So I'm gonna break even more things actually. So I'm gonna break all of these buttons. So I'm deleting all of these assets. I'm replacing assets with assets that I want to use for realsies. So we're gonna do that right now. All right. So we got an exit button. Let's go to exit button. We're gonna replace all of these to be. This is a hover or focused. This will be pressed, and this will be normal. Yes, everything will break. Okay, so we have an exit button thrown into where whatever stuff is. Now let's go to, we have a couple other places to break things. Let's minimize the scripts. So let's go to menu. Go to the exit button there. Inspector for the exit button. And then we're going to do the same thing there. Let me minimize tiles. Also put these in there. Get them out of my way. All right, so this is going to be hover. This is going to be normal. This will be pressed. Hover or focus. I want focus. Did I do that right to the other one? Let me see. Pause menu. Hover and focus. Yeah, they're the same. Okay, so now if I play, I have my new asset. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh. I'm gonna have to fix my assets and such. We're gonna have to fix a lot of things. Okay, so okay. Let me think for a second. I need to 2D exit. Wait, this is the pause menu. I want the main menu. Yeah, main. Okay, here we are. Here we are. All right, let's main menu move this and resize. Resize? Question mark? No? Yeah. I want stretch scaling here. If I just moved it, is it gonna be? Yeah, it's moved. All right. See, the exit functionality still works. That's nice. That's nice. I'm good. We solid. Oh, that's apparently how you turn it. I didn't realize that's how you turn it. How doth one minimize this thing a little bit more? I do not know. Ignore texture size. Yes. We want this to be right there. Okay. For realsies though, how many options are going to be in this game? We're going to have a play, but then, or start new. I think we want start new world, load world, multiplayer. Let's get this main menu built, like really built. So let's think about this. Let's think about all the buttons we want to make. We want to make a bunch of buttons, right? Let's make a bunch of buttons. All right, so I'm gonna Control C, Control V, this, the text layer a bunch because we're gonna probably edit the text a bunch. All right, actually, like, delete them again. I just realized I didn't want to do that. What I want to do is I need to recreate this text function. So let me hide the exit one. I want to recreate the text, but I need to make sure it's sized properly. So I'm going to put like this inside this little square accurately, so it'll be centered very well. Then I'm going to make Comic Sans. I like the Comic Sans font. Awesome font. We're going to make it black. All right, so, and then we need the size to be, oh gosh, darn it. I want it the right Comic Sans. And it needs to be black. And then it needs to be large. Whoops. I said large. Maybe a little bigger, to be honest. Why is it defaulting? Holy frick, I'm annoyed right now. Oh, I know why. Comic Sans over here. Comic Sans over on the left. Black as night on the right. And then we want this to be bigger. Oh, crap. I'm so cool. I'm just so chill. Just gonna do this thing. All right, now if I do that, that's what our text is gonna look like. It's a little too big, actually. We want this to be centered. Maybe a little shorter. Yeah, booyah. Okay, we're centered, we're good. This is our empty text bar. All right, empty text bar. We're gonna Control C, or actually, wait, we need to probably type in like a, this is bar letters. This is like the placeholder. This is gonna be the placeholder bar. Now we can duplicate this to be anything we want it to be. So, uh-oh. Wait, I'm so confused. Oh, I just realized what's going on. Control V. Minimize that. Grab this. There we go. I was wondering why it wasn't working. All right. Oh gosh. Multiplayer. Oh, this is where I need it to be centered in the frame. Gosh darn this thing. All right, so we have multiplayer. File. Export as. Multiplayer button 3.png. Export. File. I feel like the coloring is too dark. I think that's okay. Export as multiplayer 2.png. and then file, export as multiplayer 1.png. Oh yeah. So we have exit button, we got multiplayer button, we got a continue button. No, I don't know if I want to do a continue button. Maybe just do new save. New game. Don't want to call it new world. I think I'm going to use new world instead. All right, file, export, new world button 1. File, export as new world button 2. File, export as new world button 3. Oh, whoops, I didn't change the actual coloring. File, export as new world button 3.png. All right, so we have 3 new world buttons, 3 multiplayer buttons, 3 exit buttons. Do I want exit or I want quit? I think I'm gonna do exit. Even though people might be like, oh, you should quit the game, not exit the game. I'm just, no, we're quitting the game. Or exiting the game. Then we might want to do, so if it's new world, then we want to do continue. Load world button 03. It'll be a very repetitive process. 02. Come on. 01. So we got new world, load world. Actually, I kind of wonder, new world. Yeah, I think I want to do that. I'm trying to think of like just stuff. All right, let's do. All right, file for as. Continue button 01. File, export as continue button 02. Whoops, I just realized I didn't do that right. File, export as. I said export as. File, export as continue button 02. And then finally, file, export as continue button 03. All right, so we have the 3 continue buttons. Actually, was there a difference between these two? I don't think 01 and 02 actually had a difference. File, export as, continue button 01. Excellent. All right. I think it's good. All right, we have continue. All right, so you open a menu. You have exit button. We need options button. Yes, we need options. Or settings. I think I like the word settings more. File. Export as. Settings 01. Oh, whoops. I just realized I don't want that naming convention. I want settings button. Settings button 01. Oh, whoops. No. Export as settings button 01. Then we need settings button 02. Then we have settings button 03. Settings button 03. All right, exit. Settings. Multiplayer, new world, load world, continue. I think those are the main options that I want for the main menu. I don't think there's any other options. I'll deal with character creation stuff another day. Next year it won't be any character creation really. But I think that's the main setup. I am going to save or control save as this to, how would I say this? This is button 01. I just save it within the same project or something like that. You could save that within, yeah. Just save that in here with the original frames. Question mark? Are these like the original frames? I don't know. Okay. Where did this picture even come from? I'm actually wondering where the new dedicated. Where is this image from? I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it as is. All right, so we got an exit button. I'm liking it. We start, hit exit. All right, let's drag and drop all of these new buttons into here. Whoops. These ones are the wrong directory. I want these being buttons. There we go. All right, so we want to change this to be, for one, rename this to be settings button. Then we're going to grab settings 03. That's going to be our hover. Focus. Settings 2 is our normal. And then settings 1 is the pressed. I need these to be the same size, so I kind of need to like Where's the transformation? Isn't there supposed to be a transform tab here somewhere? I think there should be a transformer tab, but I don't know off the top of my head. It's just transformer tab somewhere. Got input, got theme, got visibility things like ordering and other stuff. Oh gosh, is there like seriously no? Just by eyesight? Come on, there must be some kind of way to tell like the sizing of these things, because like that's clearly not the same size as that one. I need these to be the same size. Wait, how am I supposed to? This is not good. I don't know. All right, we'll just go with it. So we got settings, we got exit, we got play. I think. I think we're just gonna do New World 3 for press. Oh wait, no. Oops. New World 3 is for hover. That one. That is for that one, and that one is for that one. Maybe I just have to resize the window to match this. I think that might be what I do. I just resize the window to match this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what the size is that I'm dragging, but it's kind of being annoying. All right, so we got new world, load world. We need some more buttons in here. Add subtitle, texture button. Texture button's gonna be, this is gonna be multiplayer button. Be a multiplayer button. Multiplayer button's gonna have textures. The multiplayer textures are gonna be 3 is pressed, 2 is normal. Oh, 3 is not pressed. 3 is focused and hover, and 1 is pressed. It's gonna be organized like that. So it'll be new world. Add a child node. We'll add another one. This one's gonna be renamed to new world, load world. load world. You are going to need textures, so we're going to load you up. So 3 is hover, 3 is focused, 2 is normal, 1 is pressed. Look at that, it's filling up. We're getting a nice menu. So add another child, and this one is going to be continue. Rename, maybe continue button. Textures is going to be 3 is hover. Wait. Yeah, 3 is hover. 2 is normal. And 1 is pressed. I need 3 for focus as well. Okay. Booyah. Booyah. We got ourselves a full menu. Look at that menu. Look at that menu. I love you, doggo, but we're not quite there yet. You can just go lay down for a second. My dog is just sitting here being all cutesy. Is this live stream even going? Privacy is public? Yeah, I don't know. Just people don't want to listen to stuff today. All right, we need to resize this thing. Start menu. How do we know sizing and stuff like that? Because apparently size sucks. I guess we can do, how do you set sizing to scale? I feel like the game needs an overall script. I feel like I need to create a script. That needs to hold all the information. And it's going to scale to that size. Let me look this up. Godot, how to anchor size to a aspect ratio. Sizes anchors. I just realized I probably need to just texture. Look at texture and make sure it's nearest. Texture, nearest. Texture. I just realized I might need to just nearest. Do I don't know. That might bother people that that's bold. I just realized that it's bold. Oh gosh. Developers are often troubled understanding how to best support multiple resolutions in their games. For desktop and console, this is more or less straightforward, as most screen ratios are at 16:9, and the resolutions are standard 720p, 1080p, 1440p, 4K. At first, it was easy for many years. The iPhone and iPad used the same resolution. When a Retina was implemented, they just doubled the pixel density. Most developers had to supply assets in default and double resolutions. The most common approach is to use a single base resolution and then fit it to everything else. The resolution is how most players are expected to play the game, given their hardware for a mobile is useful state, blah, 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 base size. The base size for the window can be specified in the project settings under display. File. Wait, under display. Project settings, general, display, window. You want size. Initial screen. Wait, what is this? Property display, initial screen, main window, initial screen. This setting is used only if set to other screen center. Windowed. Wait. 1920 by 1080 is the viewport size. We want that to be locked. We do not want it to be resizable. If true, allow the window to be resized by default. Only read when the project starts. To change whether the window is resizable at runtime, set unresizable instead on the root window, which can be retrieved using viewport get window. Takes the opposite value of the setting. Certain window managers can be configured to ignore non-resizable status of the window. Okay, so we set that. Let me see. If I press play, that's what I was worried about. If I don't have it as, if I have it as resizable. Okay, we want, mode is viewport. Stretch is disabled. Or canvas items. What does that do? Let me see what that does. Project settings. Mode. All right, so let's look at this actually really quick. Or no, aspect. Keep aspect ratio. That's what we want. Yes. Keep screen on. Mode disabled. Defines how the base size. God, this is my recommend. Nate the Cube, but welcome back. Nice to see you stop on by. We're basically learning Godot. So if you want to join us on the adventure of learning Godot, we're 3 days in. We kind of have a menu. We have a character moving. And like, you know, we're just getting there. So, you know, we're having fun with Godot today. So I'm trying to learn a bit more. So far what I've learned, I've got a character moving. I learned how to set up animation with a sprite sheet. I've learned how to do clicking buttons. I've learned how to open a pause screen. Though it'd be crude, I think the opening pause screen I'm gonna have to fix and do stuff later on. I've got tile maps kind of laying out, just like very basic of tile map laying out, like very, very basic. I need to make assets. That's like my next step. I need to like get some nice solid assets. Actually, today, this stream, we actually just created all of our main menu, like button assets at least. So I'm gonna go step by step to get in there. So we're kind of at that point. Right now I'm trying to learn a little bit more about, I want to make my main menu look crisp and clean. So I don't have a background image yet for the main menu, but once I get one, it'll look, I got the buttons, as you can see in the background, I got these buttons all good. I need to make the main menu, like, background look nice picture, but I think I might not be able to get that picture until I get a good tile set done. Once I get a good tile set done, I might be able to resize and make some kind of like in-game picture as the last picture, or some kind of concept art thing. I don't know. We'll see. But right now, I'm trying to like understand the sizing of screens, because I'm really getting irritated where like I resize my screen and it like doesn't follow the canvas or something like that. So I'm kind of like reading through all these properties and trying to learn them a bit. So we're gonna keep reading through them. So mode defines how the base size is stretched to fit the resolution of the window or screen. No stretching happens. 1 unit in the scene corresponds to 1 pixel on the screen. in this mode. We might not want that there, but let's play and just see what that looks like. Okay, we do not want that. Yeah, we do not want that. Okay, let's open that back up. So we have canvas item. Here, let's canvas item. The base size specifically specified in width and height in the project is stretched to cover the whole screen. This means that everything is rendered directly at the target resolution. 3D is unaffected, while in 2D there is no longer a one-to-one correspondence between sprite pixels and screen pixels, which may result in scaling artifacts. Viewport is the size of the root viewport is set precisely to the base size specifically. Here, let's like the experiment then. Let's okay, so we have it on a canvas size. Let's play and see how this stretches. So I see how it can stretch. And it will pull pixels with it. So I can see how it says like by artifacts, like there will be artifacts in the pixels, I imagine. But what does viewport do? Let's load that up. I feel like there's more artifacts in viewport. I'm just like looking at the X and just trying to see how the X, oh wait, I just noticed something I don't want. Wait, no, play. I do like it that these edges are black instead of like they're part of the scene or something like that. Let me go back to what is not orientation landscape. I want viewport. Viewport, blah, blah, blah. Pixel art aesthetics. It did say that canvas item is gonna, wait, no, it says that viewport's gonna be pixel art aesthetic. Okay, so scene, no, project. I'm gonna trust that it knows what it's doing, and we're gonna do viewport. What is scale? Scale factor multiplier is to use for 2D elements. It multiplies the final scale factor determined by the mode, which is viewport. If using the disabled stretch mode, this factor is applied as is. This can be adjusted to make the UI easier to read or on certain displays. Interesting. Let's like raise this up a bunch. Just experimental. It was at 1 before. Oh, snappers. So that's what it looks like at that. I think that's meant for more if you have like a default something or whatever. All right, what's scale mode? The scale will not be modified. Integer. The scale will be floored to an integer value. Hello there, Rick Locked. I randomly got this in my recommended. Best of luck with the development. Thanks there, man. Oh, and then another guy. Got a bunch of people just popped in all of a sudden. We're making a game. Well, not really. Well, yes, but kind of. I don't know. This is my first game in Godot. Actually, this is my first game actually in general. I've tried many times before, but failed many a times. This is my first time using Godot. Much better, or much easier, not better. Much easier for me at least to use Godot. Like it just makes a lot more sense. I like how it's organized, and it's a lot easier to like just navigate between the menus and see what's going on. I feel like Unreal Engine and Unity just broke way more, and I just had a hard time with them. So here we are. We're with Godot and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm right now kind of just working on like seeing how I can do screens and stuff like that, all in a good sense. I wish I had a transform button to see where the flip. Oh wait, I see. It's right there. It's moving. Wait, no. That's just moving. Oh, here we are. Moving to blah, blah, blah. If I have it in the debugger. But I need to set it at a certain location. Or I want to set it at a certain location at least. This node is a chief to a regular node, blah, blah, blah. I want to... There's the transform button. I found it, boys and girls and children of all ages. We have learned where the transform button lies. Here, let's just move it to like approximate location for now. I want this order. Oh gosh, this is gonna be a pain to move all these things. Can I like multi-select I cannot multi-select nodes. Oh, wait, I can multi-select the nodes. Still, I thought it was pronounced Godot. I have not heard that one. I have Godot or Godot. I have not heard Godot. That's kind of a funny one. I like it. I wonder, maybe I should put multiplayer below exit? No. I'm trying to think. Would you want to put settings below or above exit or multiplayer above exit? If you're going to accidentally clicking, would you be more pissed if you accidentally exit while you're going for multiplayer or while you're going to settings? I think you'd be more pissed if you were going for settings because you're probably adjusting your game after something and like, yeah. I think it'd be settings than multiplayer would be better. Okay, let's see. I gotta line these things up and make them actually like good. Let's see. Size. I kind of wish I could shrink the size, but that's okay. Let's set the scale to 0.9. Let's make it a little smaller. So actually, wait. Can I set multiple things to 0.9 at the same time? Maybe. Let me see. Put exit in a different part of the screen, like maybe the bottom left. I don't know if I like those kind of menus though, personally. I do, it does like refrain from like, I guess, breaking things at least. So I guess that's good. Can I not just, gosh darn this thing. Can I not just set settings across all of them at the same time? Oh, fine. You know what? Screw it. I'm just gonna do this all manually. Lame. Lame. I'm just gonna do it manually. Okay, where the frick? I needed to get way better at this. Where is this frickin' located? Okay, I had it on continue. So it is under, okay, we don't need textures anymore. I think we applied all the textures correctly. We don't need this one anymore. Toggle mode. What is toggle mode? If true, the button in a toggle mode makes the button flips between pressed and unpressed each time the area is clicked. Oh, well, this is not a toggle button though. Disable. Disable can't be clicked or toggled. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah, this is so where you don't have to do programmatically like doing stuff. Okay, that makes sense. Button pressed. It's true, the button is pressed. Okay, this is interesting. Button is gonna be left mouse button. Yes, keep pressed outside. Okay, so we don't need base. Oh, wait, no. Huh? How do you minimize this? Is there no way to minimize these two chunks? I guess there's no way to minimize it. All right, cool. All right, but we need to be on layout. Layout is going to be 0.9. We want this to be X value 120 or 1200. I feel like that's just easier to put it that way. At 0, 120, 0, and 0.9. So let's go ahead and change all of the X coordinate of the layout transform to be 120, what, 1200, I mean, 1200, 0.9, and then, wait, what was continue? Continue was at 0, so this is gonna have to be at 200? No, not quite. 150? 150. I think 150 is good. All right, then this one's going to be layout, transform, 1200. Crap, I just forgot. What scale are we going at? This was 150, so it's gonna be every 150, so there's gonna be 300. This is gonna be 0.9 in size. Okay, keep going. We got the next one. It's going to be 1,200. It's going to be 450. This is going to be 0.9. But yeah. And then we got layout. So we're going to do transform. This is repetitive, but that's okay. 450, 500, 600. And then 0.9. Finally, we have layout. Transform. 120 or 1,200, I mean. 750 and then 0.9. Booyah! Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Everything's set and it looks all good. If I press play, we got continue load. I have a very hard time. Why is settings lit up? I'm so confused. Wait, what? Wait a minute. Oh gosh. I have a hard time telling what's lit up and what's not lit up. I'm like, what? Is my eyes going bad? Let me turn off the lights for my studio really quick. Okay, so New World is lit up. I have it. Okay, I know why. I know why. There's some glitching here. I know why though. So if I go to layout, not layout, localization tooltips, focus. If I go to focus, New World has its own focus. Let me go to focus. Yeah, see right here, I have focus set. So let's actually reset some of these things or set those to 0. So settings, I have selected settings right now. We're gonna select that one to be the multiplayer button. And then the previous is gonna be the New World button. Wait. New World button. Wait a minute. Start? Wait. Wait a second. The start button's the New World button. Okay, I got it. I got this. All right. Rename. Let me rename this thing. Where's the rename button? Okay. This is gonna be New World button. Did you make the icons yourself? Yes, I did. If you rewind back, I made these all myself using GIMP and a little bit of Aseprite to get the base model and then the text for GIMP. So yeah, I did do this myself. I'm so proud of myself. All right, let me just double check. Focused is New World. Hover is New World. Normal is that one. Pressed is this one. All right, just had to make sure that I have that accurate. Transform is fine. Layout is fine. We are now on focus. All right, let's probably start at the top. All right, next is going to be load world. Previous, if I want, I don't want this to loop. I don't think I'm gonna have a previous. I was having it loop before, but now that I look at it, I don't know if I want the loop because I don't want you to open your game immediately, like press the wrong direction, press A, and then exits the game. That would just suck, or I would hate that if it was me. So I am not doing that. All right, next for load button is going to be the New World button. Previous is going to be the continue button. And then let's see, let me minimize things that I have done that I don't need to see again. I technically don't, wait. I have the mode as all, which is fine because I want this to be usable on a gamepad or mouse keyboard. All right, I'm gonna reset the New World one to be previous, or next is settings. Previous needs to be this new world one, right? Yeah, new world. It's gonna be load world. So what I'm doing right now, for those that don't know Godot, I'm basically making it so when I'm in a selecting kind of state, it knows which button is the previous for like a controller. That's basically what this is. All right, settings, next is multiplayer, previous is new world, and then multiplayer, focus. Let me just minimize this, transform and layout. All right, so next is going to be the exit button. And then previous is going to be the settings button. And finally, we have exit. Exit, it's going to be, let's minimize some of these things. Let's reset these. I don't want these neighbors. I'm not going to use those. I think I'm going to use the other stuff. I don't want a next button. I'm going to make the previous button be multiplayer. Okay. Now that I have that selected, let's press play. And see, why is New World lit up? What the frick? Here, where's my controller go? I want to test this with the controller. I love Aseprite and GIMP. I donate the money from selling all my worldly possessions I've had, right? Interesting. I can only do continue, new world, and multiplayer. It won't let me go between the other ones. What? I'm confused. Continue, new world, multiplayer. All right, there might be some glitch in my code. I might need to go and see what's up there in my code. Because continue next should be load world, but it's not doing that. Also, why the frick is new world? And these buttons textures are overlapping. It's very annoying. New world is lit up. Why is new world lit up? What settings are different between these things? New world? This one. New world? This one. New world. This one. Okay, I don't see anything different. Shortcut? On. New world. I do have new world on keep rather than scale. Actually, are all of these on scale? Or are these on keep? Settings is on scale. Let's move it to keep, maybe. And this one's on scale. Maybe that's the issue? Oh, okay. Keep. Keep. All the settings are okay. Loadout or layout. Layout. Inherited position. Here, let me just play it now that we did the keep setting thing. It's still skipping. Why is it skipping over each other? What the frick is going on? I'm thinking just deleting just delete this texture, or I'll keep the picture there because I can fill it in another day, but I want to delete that. It's kind of annoying. Also, can I actually, here, let me change keep size. Texture rec keep. I'm gonna put it to layout, auto translate. How do I transform? Position. Here we are. I want to set this to 0. I want this to be 0. 1920 by 1080. There, so it's actually sized properly. Rotation, scale, blah blah blah. All right, that's good. All right, so I'm gonna keep transforming there for that. Okay, I can ignore that now. All right, let's look at our scripts really quick. So I have focus on. Let me think about this for a second. The continue button is focused. I'm gonna have to figure out this. So the very first time you open the game, there should not be a continue or load world button. Only a new world button. Then afterwards, the second time you load the game, or after you save the first time, there will be a continue button and a load world button. So I'll have to have a checker, but at this point in time, let's just make the new world button the focus button. Yeah, let's just keep that new world button. Also, I kind of want to rename the script because it's a different script name at this point. Or can I rename a script? Start button. I'm looking at, oh, I don't have my scripts expanded in the bottom left. Start button. I want to rename that to be new world button. So that's the new world button script. It's going to grab focus. And there's nothing red delta. Oh gosh. Let's think about this for a second. Why we got a bug to fix and a couple other things to just look at. So we have a new world button. It's gonna grab focus. But then we have a start menu. I'm thinking of renaming the start menu to main menu. Yeah, let's rename this to main menu. All right, so it's gonna be main menu. We might need to detach a couple of these things. Oh yeah, I want to rebuild a couple of these things. So I want node, no, I want new world. If I select that, signals. I want to disconnect that button. That means delete this. On button pressed. Yes, new world button on pressed. I want you to do this. Or no, I want to disconnect. All right, I want, okay. New world button on pressed. I want this to attach to main menu script because I want everything to just be all together. I think that's just gonna be easier to do if it's all together. We're gonna do go tree and then it's gonna be. I'm gonna put like yeah. Initiate tutorial. Initiate tutorial scene. So that's gonna be like that. Maybe I should do this in all caps. Yeah, initiate tutorial scene, all caps. That way it's very noticeable. Initiate tutorial scene, that's what that does. Process delta, we're just gonna delete that. We don't need it. This is just so it'll be focused in main menu. We have the initiate tutorial scene, settings button on pressed. We're gonna connect it to main menu. Opens settings scene. Settings window. It's gonna be a window eventually. We have an on exit button. I should probably move. Yeah, I should move these to be like in order of what they are. Exits the game. I just wanted to make this very clear for myself later on, so I don't go back through and be like, "What the frick am I thinking? Like, what's my guessing? All that stuff." Because I feel like that's gonna be very helpful. Connect. This is going to be open multiplayer selection window, or I was going to call it window. Pressed. This is going to be open load world window. And then finally, we have this. And this is going to be opens last save. All right, easy enough. We got it all sorted out. I probably should move these to be in line with the buttons that you might see in the pause menu, which was continue, load world, new world, settings, multiplayer, and so on. Excellent. Look at that. Nice, clean, crisp. Looks good. That is what we like. Clean, crisp looking code. Now, what the frick is with this glitch that it won't do continue new world? It's just hovering between the three. Because all this is the ready function. That's all that is. It just grabs focus. So new world is the first. Interesting. Kind of wondering if I should make a save file location or something like that. Wonder if it has something to do with ignore texture size. Disable, no. Toggle mode. Key pressed outside. Should I make a new button group? What's a button group? The button group associated with the button, not to be confused with node groups. The button will be configured as a ratio button if button group is assigned to it. Interesting. Main menu buttons. Maybe I should just add all of these buttons into it. Who knows? Maybe this will be helpful for some kind of time later on. Or it'll be something that is going to be a thing that I don't find ever again, and I'm going to hate myself because I can't figure out what's going on. Clip contents. What is... Clip contents enables whether rendering of canvas-based children should be clipped to its controller's rectangle. If true, parts of the child which would be visibly outside of this controller rectangle would not be rendered in. Custom minimum size. The minimum size of the node's bounding rectangle, if you set it to a value greater than 0, the node's bounding rectangle will always have at least this size, and if it's... yeah. Layout direction. Layout mode. We have the size and transform. Actually, wait. Yeah, there's a big issue with the sizing of the buttons. I might need to resize all of these buttons. How many pixels is this thing? This is where I wish that I made the canvas size flush. What happens if I file open one of these big buttons? Wait, actually, I do want that to be normal. Was it 640? 150, 160? Booyah, baby. Look at that. That's perfectly right on. File. Export. Or just save as. I'm gonna export the, yes. I think I just fixed that, but it doesn't populate over here in Godot because I don't have it directly tied. Open in File Manager. All right, guys. I'm gonna have to go and fix all of these buttons just to be flush. So I think what I'm gonna do is open. We're gonna do all of these. Frame. Or no. Yeah, frame. No. Layer. Sprite. Canvas size. 160. Export. Or save as. All right. Continue button, multiplayer button are done. File, open. Exit button, open. All three as a thing, yes. Frame, no, a layer, no. Sprite canvas size. 160. Save, file, save as. Yes, replace it, agree, boom. Next is file open. We're doing load world next. Agree. Sprite canvas size 160. File save as. Save, replace them, agree, boom. All three of those are done. File open. Settings, agree. Layer. Canvas size 160. Okay. File. Save as. Save. Replace. Just a menial task. File. Open. New world. Agree. Sprite. Canvas size 160. File. Oops. File. Save as. Save, overwrite, agree, And that might be all of them. I think that's all of them. All right, now I can take all of these and replace all of those files, which will move all of these things down a bunch, or fix it. Zip. Gosh darn this thing. I hate this thing so much sometimes. It's just so annoying. Tempted. Do I just make this 50 or something like that? Or like maybe 100? All right, cool. I have these all nice and neat and organized. It's gonna look amazing. No, it's just a freaking piece of freaking fruit. Okay, where am I at right now? I need to do not layout. Textures, that's right. No, not textures. I need layout. Well, I set that one to 50. If I set one to 75, what would it look like? 75. I'd like to set these like in. Gosh darn it. It was at 250, or no, it was at 150. If I like 100? $99. Oh boy, 75. Gosh darn, this is gonna be sucky. This is gonna be so sucky. Okay, if I just set this to 100, this one to 150. No, 200. No, 250. All right, so 100, 250. So it's okay. They're in 150 segments. Okay. This is gonna be 350. No, it's gonna be. Wait, that's 250. 400. Yeah. 400, 550. I can figure out where layering stuff is. Or layout, transform. 550. Multiplayer. Transform. 700. Finally exit. Layout. Transform. 850? Yeah. All right. Everything's resized. Everything's looking. Oh, yeah. There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful, baby. Look at that. Looking so good. Haha. Baby, that thing looks good. Woo! It feels so good to do the menu. That looks good like that. It's so amazing. Fake, go have fun somewhere else. I kind of don't feel like dealing with it. Hmm. 1920 by 1080. I just want to make things leveled out for realsies. So that's the actual size of the screen. That's the size of the screen. These buttons are all nice and crisp and clean. Oof, looking good, looking good. All right, our main menu is looking great. Next is our sprites are not looking so great though. Okay. For one, our sprites are teeny tiny characters. We need to like fix them so they're not so teeny tiny. So their scales need to be like reverted to like 1, but like maybe even bigger than that, like 10. Can I just play the sprite scene? Play this scene? Oh gosh. Play this scene. Actually, that looks pretty good at just scale of 1. That's not bad at all. Let me just double check and make sure my camera is kind of what it should be. Also, I'm thinking, I have a few different scripts. I have a player script and a spirit script. What I should do is combine them. To be honest, I don't need my player script at all. Or my current player script. So I'm going to delete this script actually. Let me think. Okay, I'm going to delete it. Yep. Wait, no. No. I want to delete this. Remove. We don't need that. We're going to name this to player. That might mess things up a little bit because technically, I don't know. We're actually renaming this to be player as well. We're gonna name this to player. Okay, so we have a player script. Gosh darn it. kind of need to like rebuild my entire freaking game. I'm trying to imagine how this game is going to play out. You press New World, it enters the tutorial, or aka the opening scene, basically. How is that opening scene going to transition? Is it going to transition where the opening scene plays through a bunch of stuff, and then your character has no control over anything until certain things are instantiated, and then you have control of things? How do games do cutscenes? Games do not play videos. Cutscenes are rendered from script, I believe, with the assets that are involved, right? Or are they actual cutscenes and they're like basically video played through? I think I'm going to rebuild the tutorial. So we're going to rename tutorial. Which is also the tutorial is going to be the opening lore scene, also the other stuff. So you have a tutorial. Which is going to have a tile set. Add child is going to be a tile set, or a tile map, that's what it's called. It's going to have a parallax background. Right? Parallax layer or background. A node used to create a parallax scrolling background. I kind of want a parallax scrolling background. I think that'd be really cool. I'm going to delete this world one. I don't think we need that. We're going to do player. Pause menu. We want to keep pause menu. Is pause menu actually good? We don't really need this. On exit button press. Quit the game. Let me rename this thing. This is gonna be pause menu.gd or whatever it is. Just because I think this is gonna be a lot easier to process what it is. I just want to clean up a bunch of code and stuff that I had before that I don't need anymore. Option menu or option button. I don't need an option button now I think about it. And I also now realize that I need some more buttons. File. I need to image scale image. I need this width right here, 160 scale. No. Wait, where was that? Image canvas size, height needs to be 160. If it's 160, I need this to be 80 or negative 80. Resize. Oh yeah. All right. Cool. Let's save that really quick. Okay. Now let's do save game. File export as save game 3 export. File export as save game 2 export. And then a file export as save game 1. There. Open Godot back up. Let's import these new buttons. Put them actually in the button folder. Okay, we're gonna need to do a delete, so we don't need an options button. We're gonna need a new world button because the new world button grabs focus. We do need a... I'm actually wondering if I should make this a settings button. Let me think. Player is where we have paused. Not heaven. Huh. I love you, Faye. My doggy's just sitting right here all cuddly. Go have fun somewhere else, okay? Go have fun somewhere else. Go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. I'm just trying to figure out some stuff. Doo-da, doo-da. Option button. Exit button. Main menu has an exit button. I'm really curious if I can literally steal the main menu. Can I steal the main menu as the main? Oh. Oh. I'm almost thinking of using the main menu as the pause screen. The only difference would be the new world. Or no, the continue button would be a save button. I think I might do that. That would be very, very interesting. That also could mean when you open the game, it falls into I gotta think about this. We're just gonna call this the menu. We're gonna reuse code. This is gonna be interesting because what we can do is we literally use the main menu as the pause screen. So the whole game is in its own game state. Upon opening the game, it'll start playing the tutorial, basically. It'll initiate the tutorial, but with the main menu overlay. And then when you do New World, it literally just pushes the main menu up and continues off of that new world until you save. There should be an autosave feature after the main menu is gone. It never autosaves while the main menu is on. That might actually be bad. You might not want to do that. I don't know exactly how autosaving might work. Huh. That would be a very interesting. I find this very fun. Now that I understand how to do all of this, it's actually really fun to do this. It's kind of fun. I don't know. This is awesome. I think if I can pull this off, this is gonna be super cool. I think, oh gosh, this is gonna be so cool if I can pull this off. I wonder if I can like put these on chains too, so like the whole main menu is on chains and it pulls back up. Oh, that'd be such a cool transition. That'd be so polished. It would be so freaking polished. I would love that. Okay. File, new. Okay, we're gonna do new just a button. We're gonna do a texture button. This texture button is gonna be save world button. Save world button, just like all the others, it's gonna have its own little things. It's gonna be the save buttons. So 1 is pressed, 2 is normal, and 3 is hover or focus. All right. And what this is going to be, this is going to take place of the continue button. So we're going to put this under, put it at the 120 position or 1200 position. And then of scale 0.9. And I believe I had the Y direction is 150. No, 100. 100. So it's going to look like that. But we won't see it. Yes. I like this idea. It's just going to be consolidating the game so much and also have some really cool transitions if we can do it. Oh, I'm excited. All right, all right. So I'm going to continue. I feel like I need a root scene. A root scene is going to be called game. Yes, the root scene will be called game. Then the root scene, I need to like, can't remember exactly how root scenes work and all that stuff. Project settings. You kind of need to like set the root scene or something like that. Config. I'm gonna call this soul. I don't know, like we're making this into our game. We're making this into our game. Should we just call this Soul Reborn or something like that? Actually, I'm kind of curious. What names are on Steam? Because we can't. I don't think you can copy games or names on Steam. So like what? Soul something. I don't know. We're gonna call this Soul Reborn. Is our project name version or whatever. It's gonna be 0.00.1 run. We're gonna make the run be game. Disable std out, stare main loop, scene tree, flush std out, print on, max frames per second. Boot splash. What is this? If true, displays the image specified by boot splash image. Full size, use filter. Okay, that way when we start the game, it's just gonna open to nothing. But then, what will game do? What will game do? The game will start a script called game. What will that game script do? Well, on ready. What that script will do is it's going to instantiate a menu, which we did do in another script, so we might steal that. Pause menu player. So I think we're gonna just Control C this. We're gonna instantiate menu here. I'm gonna open up menu really quick. I want to run menu. If I play, it's gonna break. Found an unexpected indent. Of course you did. All this is unexpected indents. Okay. Var menu. Var menu. So this is how the one guy showed me how to do this, but this might not be the best way to do this. We'll have to think about it. So we're gonna instantiate menu. Just realized I need to do this. This is gonna be menu. This is gonna be menu. It's gonna load a scene. And then it's gonna be var pause menu equals menu.instantiate. You're gonna instantiate that menu. I'm actually kind of curious. I wanna get on a call with my my one brother. Okay. All right, so var, why is this not going through? All right, so menu. I think we want to do something like that. And be able to write the file because I like permissions. What? Okay, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. All right, let's play. Exit. Play. New world. It's kind of broken, so it won't do anything. Play. Let's actually resize this thing. I didn't even think about resizing. All right. So we have I'm wondering what do I do? What I do to do? What do I do to do to do? If I just run it like that. Interesting that it like doesn't size properly. (1920 by 1080) position 1:1 scale 1:1. All of the above. When I look at it, it's sized properly there. If I play though, it doesn't have it sized properly. It has it like right there. Why the frick does it have it right there? I don't know. Oh, it looks like it's on a different scale. That might be it. Like the sizing scale. Like these are scaled differently on, say, a menu, but All right. If I do node game, oh, gosh darn this thing. Let me just think. Game transform visibility, no. Order, no. Texture, nearest. I don't know if I did that to all the other stuff. Why is it there and not over here? I don't want to change the vector if I don't have to. What if I did 0.9 scale? That didn't help. 1.1? No? Why is it that my game is not set to be quite right? Trying to think why. So we have menu. Oh, actually, I'm kind of curious. Does it continue? It continues on buttons on top. Okay. What's the location of this? The location of this is at 120, 100. So if I have the game, or the game script at least, menu dot vector 2 equals, gosh darn it, how did I do this in the other one? Player, I said dot position equals vector 2, blah 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 blah. But that looks so, weird. Menu dot position equals vector 2. I'm just gonna do 0 0 and just see if that fixes it for some reason. It does fix it. What the frig? Why is it instantiating menu at the wrong location? That makes no sense to me. Why would it instantiate menu at the wrong location? Oh, my wife's calling. Give me a second, guys. I gotta pause and I'll talk. And we're back. Okay. Oh, I got a text coming in. All right. All right, so we have that vector set to do add child menu. So that will instantiate the menu. I kind of want to figure out how to do Godot, how to do animation of buttons moving onto screen. Animations in Godot. What is Godot? Create first project in Godot. Okay. Okay, Godot, how to do transitions with move on screen. How to create menus and scene transitions in Godot 4. I want to figure out how to do this because this would be so cool if I could do this. Let me see.
Hey everyone. On both the horizontal and vertical, we actually want to shrink it to the end. This will ensure that the buttons stay pinned to the bottom of our UI. Lastly, we can add our child buttons for start game. Now that we want to populate the world, or we make our text in our new over. And for our new focus button functional, and our arrow keys are properly toggling, but we notice that it didn't grab focus initially. That's because we're relying on visibility changes. Let's go ahead and quit, return to our UI, make sure that by default our menu state easing to a world scene. Once we've done that, we should have our icon a signal when we want to start our game, and for our exit game,
okay, I don't know. What I think we're gonna do though is on menu get ready. We're going to we're gonna do a few things. We're gonna do var menu or var tutorial equals load, and then we're gonna do tutorial. And then we're gonna have another one, var tutorial equals tutorial dot instantiate, and then we're gonna do tutorial dot position equals we're gonna just do a vector thing because I'm guessing it's just gonna, you know, vector is gonna be all weird for this one as well, which is annoying, but whatever. 0 0, and then add child. What does add child even do? It's gonna be make it so we can see stuff. Oh, I have vars wrong. And then what we're going to do in tutorial not declared. Wait, what? I need to make that capitalized. Excellent. Okay, now in tutorial, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a script in tutorial. This script is going to be kind of what we do here. I just realized heaven is like, I'm gonna just quickly grab this, open tutorial, and throw it in here. It's a commented chunk out, but whatever. I'm gonna get rid of the heaven script. We're gonna delete that. I know, sad. We're deleting heaven. Heaven's gone. It's gone. We don't get to go to heaven, people. We're not going to heaven. All right, so we got tutorial. So we have game, we have buttons and such. We'll have to fix those buttons later. So I just want the least code possible to do the coolest things possible. Like that would be kind of cool. So heaven has a player, which is instantiated, which I'd like to just, yeah, we're just gonna instantiate it. So let's go to our main menu, or no, our game again, and we're gonna copy this basically. Go to our tutorial, and this is gonna instantiate. But this is going to be, we're gonna load a player into the scene like that. And then we're gonna just do player, add child, player. Oh, player. Actually, I don't know if we need to add that there. I'm gonna just delete that really quick. And I just wanna, let's just run this and see what happens. Booyah. We have a character that's sitting there doing things. I feel like things are getting smaller and smaller though, which is weird. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Okay. So new world button's gonna be on focus. I'm actually thinking that we should make settings button on focus, to be honest. I think I'm gonna make settings button the on-focused one. Wait, no. I want to attach script settings button. We're gonna view this one. We're gonna make the new world button. We're gonna grab focus on the settings button, not the new world button, and then we're gonna delete the new world button. Why am I doing that? Because it's gonna reduce 2 scripts of code. Because we're gonna delete the new world button that we don't necessarily need. I'm gonna grab focus there. The exit button's still working, but for some reason we don't see stuff how we want to see it. So game, what happens? Game will load, will instantiate menu. The menu will be set to a vector, which actually I'm gonna comment that out really quick. Add child menu, then it's gonna var load tutorial, set the position of tutorial. I'm gonna add that out, and let's just see what happens. I just want to see remote. So we have what's instantiated. We have a game. It created a menu, created a tutorial, and that tutorial contains a character. Now, I want to fix a couple things here. Because I like my blue spirit. We're going to throw that into the character sprite. And I think we're going to delete these this player stuff. And what we're going to do instead is okay, we're going to, because I have this tutorial scene. Instantiate a player. Which 2D sprites I'm gonna rename. Oh crap, did I do something wrong here? Horizontal rows will be 1. Or no, and the horizontal rows will be 6. Vertical rows 1. Frame 0. Node has no shape, it can't collide. I'm tempted to just delete this options menu node because we don't need it. Okay, we need to fix the animation player and all that stuff. We don't have stuff for this quite really built. Frame 0, include 1, include 2, include 3, include 4, include 5, include 6. Oh, no. Include 1. Why is this not working? Edit. Or animation, manage animations. All right, let's just delete all these things. We don't need any of these things. All right, new animation. This is going to be idle spirit. Actually, wait, all right, it's gonna be idle spirit animation. We're going to grab this frame 0, create 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna set this. I think we want this to be like every 2.2 seconds. So it's going to be 1.1 long. So now if I play it, not playing. That's okay. We'll fix that. We want this to play. Not this one. Idle spirit animation. And that shall play it. There we go. It's kind of like too slow. Wait, what's animation player? Where's the animation player? I need to see. .2? 1, 2, 3, 1. Oh, I see why. Here, let's play that now. Animation. First frame, second frame, third frame, second frame. I need your love, I need your time when everything's wrong. It's supposed to be 6 frames. Let's try that again. There we go. That's a lot better. Though our menu is broken. I kind of want to comment out this whole chunk. And just wait for that for a bit. Animation player equals animation player. Const speed 300. Pause, blah, blah, blah. So I think we're good on that player front. Pause not declared. Okay. Now the real question is, does this like work? You wouldn't be able to tell because there's no background to see what the change is against. But I want to change this camera angle and all this other stuff. We need to like transform it all and make it look good. Texture filter is going to be nearest. Sprite, where does a sprite have like its own location? Yeah, locations and zeros is scale of 0. Transform 0, scale 0, whatever, visibility 0. I want this all to have its own positioning. Whether that positioning be something good or not, I don't know. Whether become the main camera when it enters the screen if there is no active camera. kind of wonder if I turn this off, is it gonna show the things? It does show the things. So that's hiding the other stuff. How doth I do this? So we have menu right here with all of the buttons, which link to target is menu. If pressed, I want to rename this script to be menu, because I think that will be a little easier to understand. I mean, I just menu, not menu. Menu. Now pause menu is worthless to me. I can delete that script now. So we have game, menu, player, back button. That's literally all the scripts we need right now, I think. So the game will instantiate a scene. What does this load script do? I do want to load in the menu and I do want to load in the player. Kind of tempted to just delete this. I'm kind of like tempted to just like move a bunch of things. Like this is worthless now. Because that's pause menu. Oh, I know. I wonder why. Because this is pause menu. Actually, we're gonna go delete pause menu. Just straight up delete it. I don't know. Settings button, tutorial. Close. Close. We don't need the back button anymore. We're gonna delete that. Because the settings button is gonna be your back button where that's where it grabs focus. Tutorial is gonna create a player. And then, yo, I'm live streaming still. What's up? Love you. I'm pretty hungry, but I'm also very focused, so I'm having a hard time just.
Should have tried to bring you home something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shouldn't you
just eat 3 hamburger sliders or something?
What? Gosh darn you.
And
Getting
pizza
food at work while I'm just sitting here
and
starving.
steak. mob things. What else did I have? Lettuce wraps. Tried the chicken skewer, but that wasn't very good.
Nice.
There was other stuff, but I didn't try it because it didn't sound good. And then I tried a guava cheesecake thing. Guava's pretty tart, man. And a little chocolate, like, eclair. That's so cute.
Hmm.
Needless to say, Bean is well taken care of. But you're live streaming?
Yes, I'm live streaming.
Are you gonna put it on your YouTube? Does it just automatically go to your YouTube?
Yes. No one's watching right now though. But yes.
Can you cut that audience?
When I say I'm live streaming, you should know what that means. It's gonna, by the time somebody sees it, it'll be long gone, so whatever. Okay, I did a little thing. All right, I did a thing. So the game loads in. If I comment this whole chunk out, save, and run, it'll spawn the menu. Whether it works or not is a different question. I need to set the vector to that because apparently it doesn't know how to size the menu correctly. But it sets it there. Then I want to here, let me see. Godot, how to have multiple scenes open at a time. Because it seems like you can take a node out of the tree and keep a reference to it and then re-add it if you want. It doesn't seem to be an issue. I don't have it in a lot of my Godot projects. Scene or multiple scenes loaded. You can take out blah, blah, blah. If I just do these two, where I just instantiate that, it does keep it. Let me see if I fix the vectoring of that instantiated thing. It's not there still. Once I add a child of it, it deletes the other stuff. Why does it do that? I don't know. I know why. Tile map. I need to instantiate these in a different order, I think. If I do it this order, it will then still not work. I guess menu should not have a background if I'm going to do a tutorial like that. Menu should never have a background. That is true. That means that game should probably just get rid of this. Heaven scene. Menu. Pause menu. Player tutorial world. I'm just gonna delete world, to be honest. It's not needed anymore. Close that, discard. Also, why the frick is the character so frickin' small? Makes no sense. Var dead zone equals 0.1. I feel like this should be dead zone. I don't know. I was thinking that maybe I could get rid of it, but then I'm like, no, that's not gonna get rid of it. If I did, what do? I don't know. I'll find the issue. The whole editor design is made with a single screen application in mind. Having script windows open is hard. Docs in the second window might work though, but there still needs to be multi-window support. If it is executable, it would be amazing though, because right now Godot on multiple screens only makes sense when you're using VS Code or Atom. Be with If I just pause that and play, it's fine how it is. It's fine. It's just how it is. How is this thing still here? Oh, I'm trying to make this thing look as pretty as possible. I'm gonna drop the camera. It's after hours now. Something. Call after hours. There we go. Much better on my eyes. Okay, so Like, why is I keep deleting these things and they keep resurfacing. Tutorial game player. So whenever I had the code before that it would add child of that var pause menu. Load. Hmm. The pause is going to equal true. And what it's going to do, okay, so process every time, since previous frame, calling delta. I'm so confused. All right, so if paused hmm. All right, so if input action, okay, gosh darn it. Oh gosh, this is so like messy. Best ways to do menus in Godot. Scene-based approach. One way is to manage the scene is to create separate scenes for each menu type, then such as a title screen, settings, menu, and game over menu. This approach can be useful if you have a complex menu system that has many different options. However, it can also lead to a large number of scenes and potentially complex scene management. There's a node-based approach. Another way is to create menus is to use Godot's built-in UI nodes, such as control node, to create a hierarchical structure of your menu. This approach can be more flexible and easier to manage than the scene-based approach, especially for simpler menu systems. Then you have the control node usage. You can create more menus like start menus, pause menus, and game over screens in Godot by adding appropriate nodes and implementing for functionality using GDScript. Okay, best practice. When creating menus in Godot, it's a good idea to keep your menu system organized and easy to manage. You can do this by using consistent naming conventions for your nodes and the scenes, and by using Godot's built-in features such as control nodes to create a hierarchical. I think it's just a matter of personal preference. Personally, I create separate scenes, but I'm only a novice, not sure. I usually keep most menu items inside the same scene, then I make sure to control the flow by hiding and showing menus. Unless you're working in a team with multiple people, there's no reason not to. So we got hiders and we got, I don't know, how to make a menu in Godot today I learned. Let's do it this way. What if we just did the tutorial? We do the tutorial where we spawn in the tutorial scene. And then that tutorial instantiates the menu. I don't know how that keeps coming back, but I have like a menu thing that keeps popping back and it's so freaking annoying. So what we're gonna do is var paused equals true if input in the action I think we're gonna do this. I think we're gonna do var menu equals load menu. Instantiate it. Add child menu. And then I don't know what best practice is for these kind of things. So if I play, should open the menu, but it doesn't open the menu. Gosh, freaking darn it. If I play, I'm gonna go look at remote. So we have a game. Game has a tutorial. Tutorial has a two-body character. Two-body character has menu. Why is it not creating? Why is it not showing the menu? That's the main thing. It's not showing the menu. Game creates tutorial. Tutorial. Game creates tutorial. Tutorial has a script with tile map and a background that creates player. Is this player? And then player is instantiated, creates menu. Menu dot show. Just want to see this freaking menu. If I just literally run the menu, if I just run menu, so play this scene, it plays it. But it's not playing within the frickin' thing. Why is world and game? I don't know how these things keep creeping back. What do I do without you? I'm gonna just pass that. On button pressed. Okay, so that's all cleaned up. Gosh, I'm freaking annoyed with this thing. Oh. Layout. No transform. I just realized that this is like not. Play this scene. Huh, interesting. I just might have figured out why that was there. Apparently it was anchor presets. Menu. Maybe I should look at these too. Collision, I don't care about too much. Transform. Is there like anchoring going on here? No description available for anchor presets. Okay, I don't know what that means. Gosh, I'm freaking annoyed with all this crap. I just want this all to be. Node. Dictionary, root, blah, blah, blah. Camera. Transform, visibility. How the frick am I supposed to do this crap? Ugh. Ignore rotation. Achoo. A sneeze. A chewy sneeze. I actually wonder if my whole issue is actually because I just realized that this is in the wrong spot. 1920 is divided by 2. Is 960 by clear 1080 divided by 2 is 540. 540. Oh yeah. Figured it out. I have that centered in the wrong location. 2D sprite. You're in the wrong location too. .960 by 540. Booyah. Looks beautiful. I fixed it. It took me forever. It took me like an hour thinking there. I don't even know how long I was on that. It's been 3 hours to do stuff, but cleaned up a ton. We've done this ton. Now we're good. So now we need to do tile maps. Let me see. I'm gonna download some stuff. Hold on, there's an issue there. Is this asset pack like free freeze? Free? Game resolution, assets, download. Is there any license with this thing? I think we'll just download it and then we'll throw it in. Ooh, those are beautiful. Wait, is this is not 1080p or 1920? I'd like to add like a 1080p version. Sky. 1080p parallax sky. I think that's what I'm looking for. itch.io. Looking for assets. Oh, I'd like to get a parallax sky. Royalty free, if possible. And then I need textures, characters, backgrounds. I think I want backgrounds. To be honest, that's actually a pretty good pack. And non-commercial and commercial product. Maybe I should just use it. I'll just use it. It's a pretty good set of objects. Why are there two different sets? Don't know. I'll just grab one, I guess. itch.io, parallax sky. I want to see what they got from itch.io. Like to have a 1080p screen. Let's see. What is this? I'm trying to see if this is anything I like. Layers. These are like teeny. Glacial mountains. Okay, I'm tempted to like. How does parallax backgrounds work? Godot, parallax background. Kind of want to know how this works. This is used in Township child to create a parallax effect. Each parallax layer can move at a different speed using parallax.motion offset. This creates an illusion depth in a 2D game. If not used with a camera 2D, you must manually calculate the scroll offset. Each parallax background is drawn on one specific viewport and cannot be shared between multiple viewports. Okay. Add child parallax layer. Or maybe parallax background. Okay, so you have parallax background, right? And then add child node. Can just be looks like he'll use sprite 2Ds. I wonder if I could use a texture rec, maybe? And then what I do is cloud. What I do is maybe I do texture rect right here. That texture rect is going to be a sky. Sky. And then sky. Layout. Transform. 1920 by 1080. Keep size. Okay, this is going to be that maybe? 1920 by 1080. Parallax layer. Motion. Visibility. parallax layer. We're going to add child known. This right texture is going to be a little lonely cloud. I like need this to like honey.
Alright, so let's say you've made, you want to add a bulb. Alright, the first thing you want to do is to that zip file, we drop of Godot part to our parallax layer, and on top of that we're putting a sprite 2D node, and that's...
Do I need this to be a sprite 2D node? I guess it doesn't matter.
where our background's going to actually go. So just drag and drop that onto the texture for the background. One of the key things that you need to change now is you need to go into the offset and you need to set centered to off in order for it to be top left of the texture. The next thing we need to set is the mirroring. Now we need to know the size of this texture. So mine's is 1024 by 1024. So we go back into the motion and set mirroring to exactly the same size as your texture, and you'll see that it doubles itself across. And there we have it. It's fully working right now. The texture works perfectly as you move across your level. But the power of the parallax background comes from being able to make it move slower. If you go to motion and change the scale to something less than 1, it'll move slightly slower than your camera is moving, which gives it a really cool effect. And as you can see, you can go both directions and the parallax background works perfectly. I'm just going to go to Kenny. But the power of the parallax background comes from being able to make it move slower. If you go to motion and change the scale to something less than 1, it'll move slightly slower than your camera is moving, which gives it a really cool effect. And as you can see, you can go both directions and the parallax background works perfectly. Lastly, in mine, just to perfect it, I moved everything down so that it matched the parallax background, so that I didn't have the grey areas appearing at the top and the bottom. So there you have it, cool parallax backgrounds for your platform game in Godot 4 in less than 2.5 minutes. Parallax backgrounds for your platform game in Godot 4 in less than 2.5 elements. That is, you need to go into the offset, top left. Now we need to know the size of this texture. So mine's is 1024 by 1024. So we go back into the motion and set mirroring to exactly the same size as your texture, and you'll see
$384. Offset. Moving background parallax. Moving background Godot. Animation background. I wonder if there's like a node. I don't know. I think I'm gonna leave it there for today. You have this. Opens up. It looks pretty, I guess. I think I'm good.